how do you move away from the pack? Or how do you get out or differentiate yourself from the dog pile, like in football, where you all get stacked up one on top of the other, getting the ball? How do you set yourself apart to achieve, to move forward, to create what you're desiring to create? Or maybe you're wondering, I just want to be connected to my purpose work and do in my unique, most authentic self. How do I do that? And the answer is by being uniquely you. But so often we're wondering, well, what is that unique me? And we look around us, and based on what we're doing, there's a lot of other people doing what I do. So how do I move away from the pack? How do I set myself out in this unique way? My friend, it's by connecting to your heart. Your heart holds every piece of data that you are looking for. You have this when you, however you see energy, whether you say God created you, the universe set this foot for you, however and whatever resonates with you, the truth remains the data you search for is imprinted in your heart. And it's like, well, then how do I connect to that, right? How do I get into my heart space? Great question. How do you? You do this by setting the intention to get out of your head. We're trained to be in our heads. We spend how many years in school learning to be in our heads, solving things with our head? But how many years have you spent connecting and learning to connect to your heart? I don't know. Not very many, I'm going to guess. So, connecting to your heart, step one, is by just setting the intention to head, heart, us, take a back seat. All your thinking process, all your questions. Okay, your questions are out there. Now take a back seat. And then just feel into your heart with the intention to go there. Now it's new. So it's going to feel a little awkward. It's going to be like, am I there? You're going to have those questions. The second you do that, you pop back into your head. And then you're going to learn to breathe and feel and be there by just letting. I like one of my techniques I've learned that works well for me. So, it's information share. You can try this, you'll expand on it, change it, whatever. But one of the things I like to do is I like to visualize a balloon or a small ball in my heart center. And as I breathe in, I just expand it. As I exhale, I shrink. And I'll just do that over and over and over again. And what I have found that to do is I have found that just brings me into my heart space. And there, I just allow myself to receive then. When we think, and it kind of shoves information down in a sense. And we're going, I want to know. But literally, that shuts us off. If we stay there, it shuts us off from our heart. But when we do that technique of just breathing into your heart, what that allows to happen is for the information to flow to our mind. Just allow that to flow. And you can hold in gratitude for the highest good, am I in my heart space? And just kind of hold that and receive whatever you receive. And many of us, and this is the part that takes time, none of this getting to know you at that level. This is the most unique you. It's like your fingerprint. Your fingerprint, as we all know, is uniquely you. And so is this in your heart space. It's uniquely you. It's like your heart fingerprint. It is your template for who you are, the most authentic you, where it is. And when you're in your most authentic space, it is. It's your compass, because your unique gifts are in here. And you've got your physical gifts, but you also have your energetic gifts. And as you tap into that part of you, what you're going to find is that amplifies your uniqueness. And if you operate and boldly move forward in that, you're going to step away from the pack. You're going to set yourself out as unique. Why? Because there's only one you with that fingerprint, with that template. And this set of gifts that you have in physical and the energetic space, so your intuitive gifts and your physical gifts, they're designed to work together and operating. And the better you get at tapping into that intuitive side of you, you're going to take the step first. And that's the other piece that moves you out ahead, is you took the step first. Sometimes you're the trailblazer, as John Maxwell teaches about being that trailblazer. You're being, but getting what gets us out there in front is by following that intuitive nudge. And you do those intuitive nudges when you get familiar with that part of you and really connecting and getting confident that you're connecting. Takes time. And there's also some things that are called blocks that we'll hit, emotional blocks, different beliefs that we've adapted or picked up along our journey that can stop us. Also, how much do you believe in yourself? How much self-belief do you have? You may have a lot of passion about what you want to do, but how much, not belief in yourself, sorry, but self-worth, how much self-worth do you have? Really? So these things can block us and keep us from taking that, either connecting deeply and or taking that faith step. This is what it's saying, I'm going to do it. How can you accomplish this? How can you remove those blocks, change from lacking self-worth to having self-worth? That's where you work with me. 6 weeks, we can get you connected to that heart space, understanding your gifts. What are they? That's my gift. I get to, and it's so much fun, I get to look at each individual and go, okay, this is what's showing up. This is how it's probably been showing up for you in your life, and you weren't aware of it. So bringing awareness and setting it up so that you find and self-discover who you are at the most authentic, unique you. The most authentic, unique you is what you're seeking. And how do you do that? By connecting to your heart. How do you connect to your heart? By sinking into it through breathing, and then discover your gifts. Work with me when this resonates with you, and let's help you discover those gifts. How are they setting you up to be unique? What is your uniqueness, so that you can boldly move forward in that purpose work, that stepping away, moving away from the pack, using those intuitive gifts. I look forward to connecting to you. You can reach out to me at janell@janellrae.com and send me your questions, and or we can set up a chat. Look forward to meeting you.